Play of the match. Double.
So you wanna be good at Widow?
So you wanna headshot those noobs?
You know why?
Why?
Because there's nothing more satisfying than headshotting your freaking opponents and watching them come back for some more.
Oh really?
Let me show you. So your main weapon of choice is the Widow's Kiss. It does 300 damage multiplier on the head, and for body shots it does 120. And here's my little friend McCree demonstrating his emotes for us while he gets headshotted. See, you're gonna see this McCree a lot on this video for some reason. My editor is quite poor, but you know, you can't do anything about it. But you get to see more examples at least. You'll see more examples of your alternate fire, but the spray on it is way too big, so you have to rely on your sniper mode instead. See, here's our McCree friend again. Okay, now we'll show you the grappling hook.
The next ability is the grappling hook. The grappling hook is mainly used to get a high ground, so make sure you get a high ground on enemies which are usually tanky or usually very fast. You can also get a grappling hook to get a grappling hook shot. So here's a nice hook shot.
And here you can see some in-game examples. We're gonna have loads of these going through the clip of the guide. And here we should see some now, okay? Right now, look, here's the Mercy. Bye Mercy. And look at that, look, oh, smooth as silk. Oh, here you go, another example for you guys, where you can see hook shot in action.
Here's the Venom Mine. You can use it offensively to damage the team like we did in McCree, or defensively to cover your flanks against people like Genji or Tracer.
Your ultimate ability is infrared sight. You can use this to see opponents behind walls. And like here, our McCree's teabagging. You'll occasionally see this in-game. But wait for him to come outside and line up your crosshair with him, and you should get a nice headshot on him and teach him a lesson. See, look at him. He thinks he can high noob me. What an idiot. Okay, so here we're gonna start with aiming tips. There's 3 types of aiming. The first one we're gonna go through is predicting, and you can see there when you predict whether they're going. It's better when they don't know where you are, so they'll move predictably, and you can aim in front of them and then shoot. Okay, the next type of aiming is flick shotting. This is when your enemies have noticed you and they start jumping unpredictably, so you have to try and flick shot is the only way to do it, or to disengage. It's really up to you to decide in the moment. The next one is tracking. You have to track the enemy's movement, and as soon as you align with the enemy, you take your shot. This is really effective, and you should be using this one more than your flick shotting, unless you get more comfortable with your flick shotting, and then it will be much easier for you to just go for the flick shots. You're more likely to do this in competitive, going more for flick shots. One of the most vital areas of aiming tips we can give you is crosshair placement, where you always want to keep your crosshair at head height. You'll see how disciplined pro players are at this. That's why you always see them getting loads of headshots. And this is what you should be picking up on as well. With loads of experience, you'll get better at this. So always try to keep it at head height.
Next, to enhance your performance, you can change Widowmaker's setting to help you get a better aim. Have your vertical settings lower by 20% of your horizontal. This will help you keep your crosshair at a head height easily. You can also want to change the short crosshair or dot with colors blue or green to help you see better. Have your scope sensitivity at least above 50% to keep up with fast moving opponents like Tracer, and use dual zone because it's just the best on console. Next, you can create your own custom matches on your game to have a skirmish fight with Anas on hard difficulty. This is a most important training tool for most Widowmaker players to practice on the aiming, positioning, and crosshair placement. You can also change the settings before you start the fight, such as enabling the match type to be skirmish so it lasts longer, and make sure the ability cooldown is also on 0% so you can use your hook shots, train on your hook shot, flick shots. As well, you want to make sure you only receive headshots only, so you know that when you kill an opponent you can get a nice clear headshot kill. As well, you can pick any other types of map on your own preferences. After that, start your game and let's go. Make sure you place your crosshair on head height only, so that will be a good training and habit to get a nice quick headshot, as well as a flick shot, as you can see here. As well, furthermore, from training, you also want to train against fighting against multiple enemies at close range.
You can occasionally get the cheeky flank on enemy teams and then spawn trap them, because they'll be unexpecting you to be there, and it's a good way to spawn trap them. Try to spawn trap more than 2 people. 2 people, if you can spawn trap 2 people, will be good for your team, and they should hopefully be able to push. You always want to position yourself not too far away from your team and not too far in front of them, and always try to get high ground. High ground, you can see their heads and they can't see yours as easily, so you have a bigger advantage there. Always get high ground, no matter what hero you are. One of Widow's strengths is that she is a headshot machine. Literally, she can take out Roadhog in 2 headshots. Just look at this. Some heroes that are exception to this rule is people like D.Va. D.Va takes 3 shots because she has some armor as well. Actually, technically she takes more than 3 headshots, because if you count her skinny version. Look, just freaking spray in the head to finish that noob off. Okay, then you have Reinhardt. Reinhardt, you can still double headshot him, because he's only got 500 HP, unlike D.Va. Plus his armor's not that much. Any of the heroes with 250 HP or less die, because Widow does 300 damage on headshots. Another tip for Reaper is it's a freebie, guys. It's a freebie. Don't miss out on this. When Reaper teleports, you can get him in the head. Just don't panic and take your time to shoot him. He's an easy kill. Okay, with Genji, he makes himself really predictable. You think he's hard to kill, but when he double jumps, he makes it easier for you to shoot down. Okay, for Pharah, you want to keep always your distance away. So if she gets on top of you, you're basically dead. So always try to keep your distance away, like this example here. See, you can see I'm far away. If she gets above your head, you're pretty much dead. Okay guys, introducing to you your biggest weakness. This guy, you want to grapple away from him. Winston, you just want to get away from this guy. Just keep shooting him from far away and try to get some headshots. You really want to get back to your team, so use your grappling hook to get back into your team, or this guy will chase you down and kill you. Your second weakness is D.Va, but D.Va is not as much as a weakness as Winston. You just need to keep headshotting her, because she is only effective at close range, so keep your distance and keep shooting her and you should be fine. Try to get back to your team, as always. So sometimes in games you'll run into a person that jumps right to left. What you want to do is flick left, flick to the direction that they're jumping in and up, and you should be able to get the headshot. Don't panic and just predict them. Okay, this is a freebie, guys. Freebie alert. Just shoot her when just aim at head height and shoot her when you hear the sound of her icicle about to break. Okay guys, so introducing Genji again. I want to show you a better example. So look, you can see he double jumps and you could basically predict where he's gonna land next. So you just want to aim there, ready for him. Widow fights, you really want to disengage these fights when you see them in game. You want to get her from an angle that she's not expecting you if you do want to engage that fight, but realistically you don't want to. For Hanzo, I recommend grappling away, but that was stupid of me not to show it. Yeah, you want to grapple away because you don't want to get scattered arrowed. If you get scattered arrowed, you're basically dead. Okay, so for Zari, you definitely want to grapple away. That laser hurts. When that laser hits you, you're dead. But once you get up there, she can barely do anything. She just spams bubbles at you, but you can pretty much get away from them. Lucio, you can pretty much want to predict where this guy jumps. He's the same case as Reaper, but he's a little bit faster. Okay guys, so you always want to outsmart your opponent, so we come up with a few techniques to help you. Here we have hooky jumper. This is where you pretend to jump off and then use your grappling hook to get back on, and this will throw off your opponents if they follow you. Okay, then we have laser room. Laser room is basically you just point your gun into the middle of a narrow corridor and your opponent's likely to jump into it, so you'll be able to get a free kill on them. See here, you can see the tracer. She has no space to go, so she gets killed easily. And then we have peek. Peek is just to look around the corner quickly and take a shot, and it's effective because you take little to no damage. Okay guys, I hope this guide helped you, and I hope you get those freaking headshots on the freaking opponents and can make them walk back from spawn and just headshot them again. Okay guys, see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll make more videos for Widowmaker guys. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye now.